first in HD. 11 News.
If you are locked out of your home or a car, a locksmith can be a real lifesaver. But what if that locksmith tries to take advantage of you by overcharging, cashing in on your misfortune? 11 News viewers called to report problems they've encountered, and we investigated. Here's what reporter Allison Triarci uncovered.
In the middle of dinner at a local restaurant, Stuart Presnell heard screaming and went outside.
He was pushing her down and hitting her.
A man beat up his girlfriend and then took off with her keys. Help arrived and only made things worse.
Well, I think they take advantage of people that are in situations where they know they have them between a rock and a hard place.
Presnell says police called Katie Locks so the woman could get a new set of keys. But Presnell says the locksmith showed up and demanded more money.
And he said it's going to be $189. I said, well, you told the police officer it's going to be $129.
Presnell says he asked a few questions and then the locksmith left, leaving the woman locked out of her car at nearly midnight.
The price they quote you should be the price that they end up charging you.
Jeff Fleck is affiliated with the Associated Locksmiths of America, which regulates locksmiths. He says if you give a locksmith the make and model of your car, you should get an accurate quote.
People being quoted $40, $60, and then the locksmith comes, does the unlock, and they end up charging $150, $250.
Katie Locks advertises a local phone number, but the company's based out of Irving. Just like this is supposed to be 24/7 emergency locksmith in Northwest Houston, but it's a sandwich shop. Here's how it works. You look up a local locksmith, for example, Moe's 24-hour locksmith at 55 WA. Well, it turns out 55 WA is an office building, and when you call the number, you actually are connected to USA Locksmith, a company that operates in many states with offices not in Houston, but in New Jersey. What's supposed to be McGregor 24-hour locksmith in Southeast Houston is Wendy's. When you call the number,
thank you for calling USA Locksmith. For emergencies, please press 1.
USA Locksmith advertises as 70 different companies just in Houston, like the McFarland brothers on Colon, where we found an out-of-business barbecue joint. The problem is companies like USA often use technicians who don't work at local offices, but simply work out of their cars.
Sometimes these locksmiths that come are licensed, oftentimes they're not.
That means you don't know who has just made a key to your front door. You see, state law requires locksmiths to carry licenses issued by the Department of Public Safety. You can have a license only if you haven't been convicted of certain misdemeanors or a felony. That means if your locksmith doesn't have a license, a convicted criminal could have your keys. So when you call Mike's Emergency Locksmith and its address is a Chinese restaurant and you hear this,
thank you for calling USA Locksmith.
It's hard for you to know who's really walking through your door. Allison Triarci, 11.